You guys know when you have like a really bad dream, right? And you're like, I hope this never comes true. Well, that happened to me. As Bo Burnham would say,
it's time for a story, it's time for a story. A very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. Sit down and listen now, don't be a Jew.
This story is called, Andy, that's a glitch. You can be Jewish.
So this story is called My Nightmare Dream Stand-Up Scenario Happened in Real Life. I am very fond of stand-up. I love doing it. Not very good at it, but I love doing it. And so I was doing stand-up. I was at an open mic, and the open mic was like at some sort of tent thing. Like, it was outside of the club, but it was like a tent outside. So it was like I was going camping for the first time. So this was at the point where I was just like getting back into stand-up, and I haven't really done it for a while, so I was kind of nervous. So I get up on stage, and I say something along the lines of, thank you, you know, nice to be out here doing stand-up in a tent. Kind of reminds me of sleepover camp, mostly because everybody's about to laugh at me, so. And they laughed, they loved that. That was a great opening line. I was off to the races, so I started doing my bits. My set was going well, and then I get to this one part in my set, and I have this joke that I hadn't tried out yet, and I forget exactly what it was because I just deleted it from my brain, but it was probably something along the lines of, so I've been getting into improv recently, and this girl asked me if I had a condom. And I didn't, but you know, improv is yes and. So I said yes and let me go get it. And then I mimed putting one on, and I had sex with her without a condom. And that was the best sex I ever had with a blow-up doll. And it went dead. There was nothing. Like, they were just looking at me, I was looking at them, silence, no laughter whatsoever. And there's just this awkward tension in the air. And I listen, and we're outside. I literally hear crickets chirping. And then it just clicks in my brain. I'm like, oh no, oh no. This is my worst nightmare come to life. I say a joke, it bombs, and then crickets fill in the silence, emphasizing how awkward it was. And I'm like, oh man, and that's what I said. I said it out loud. I was like, you know what? This is my worst stand-up nightmare come true. A joke bombs, and crickets are filling in the awkward silence, showing how awkward and bad that joke was. And everybody laughed after that. So that was good. I redeemed myself, and I continued with the set, and it was a great set. But for that one moment, I was like, oh no, this is it. This is the end of my career. This one bad joke, end of my career. And it's funny to me because I vividly remember having a dream like that, and it was a nightmare to me because I hate bombing. I hate being bad at things. And so it was just like, oh my God, this really happened. And I'm worried that more nightmares of mine are gonna come true, like the nightmare of like a giant doll ripping out the top of my house, grabbing me and eating me. So I'm kind of on edge for that now. But I guess like I also learned something from that day. Yeah, my nightmare came true, but I realized a lot out of it. Like, you don't stop just because one bad thing happens, and you can just keep going, and you can have a really good show. Like, the rest of my set was great. I had like people clapped and laughed the rest of the time. But just that one bad moment stuck with me. Now that I realize life isn't just about that one bad moment, it's about the collection of everything. You know, it makes me feel a little bit better. So that's my story. That's my nightmare stage experience. It really like freaked me out in the moment, and I thought about it for a little bit afterwards. But now here I am. I'm good to go. So that's like my nightmare story. If you guys had any real like nightmares come true in like real life, please let me know. I would love to hear them and not be alone. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. See you.